Ladies and gentlemen, strap and this is the story of a legend, reborn for one of the most dangerous jobs in aerial warfare. The F-4G Phantom, not just a fighter, not just a bomber, but a hunter of the unseen. When the lights go out on the radar screen and surface-to-air missiles wake from their lairs, the F-4G doesn't run. It walks straight into the dark and drags the threat into the light. Imagine a thunderhead of metal and might, a twin-engine colossus with the heart of a fighter and the spine of a tank. The F-4G took the raw power of the Phantom airframe and sharpened it with electronic teeth, jammers, sensors, decoys, and missiles, all tuned to one deadly purpose: find the enemy's air defenses, fix them, and finish them. This was the aircraft the enemy feared not because it was stealthy, but because it was relentless. On missions called SEED, suppression of enemy air defenses, the F-4G was the tip of the spear. It would lead packages deep into hostile skies, drawing eyes, coaxing radar to reveal itself. Once the enemy blinked, the Phantom struck, anti-radiation, missiles that hunted radar emissions with the single-mindedness of a predator. It was a chess master with the board wired to its cockpit, turning invisible threats into visible victories. But the F-4G was more than kit and hardware. It was crews welded by trust, pilots and electronic warfare officers, pairs who read the battlefield like a second language. They flew missions where silence could mean death and noise could mean deception. Every sortie was a conversation with danger. Every decision a line between survival and catastrophe. That's the measure of legend, not how many trophies you carry home, but how often you stare into the abyss and keep flying. Its presence reshaped air operations. With the Phantom drawing fire and neutralizing radars, strike packages could reach targets that otherwise would be suicide runs. Bombers and fighters that followed had a margin they didn't have before. Ground forces moved safer. Cities and supply lines breathed easier. In modern air campaigns, the F-4G's legacy lives on, its mission lives on, in the aircraft and tactics that came after. It taught air forces the hard lesson that control of the electromagnetic battlefield is as vital as control of the skies. Yes, it was loud. Yes, it was big. But when a mission depended on blunt courage and brutal reliability, you wanted the F-4G in the sky above you. It didn't whisper. It announced to the world that you could not hide. It was raw, it was powerful, and it was effective. And let us not forget the human cost, the bravery of those who climbed into that cockpit knowing the price of being first in. Their stories are woven into the Phantom's roar, split-second choices, calm in chaos, a hand on the throttle and another on the radio as they danced with danger for the sake of the mission. That courage is the Phantom's true engine. So when you see its silhouette against the sun,